can leaders arrive at this balance, ethical and sustainable choices, sir?
So that's a very, very interesting and good question. The world over, corporates have now realized that contributing to all the stakeholders equitably is very important. It's not important, it is important to make profits for your company. No company can survive without the profit engine working very well. But it's equally important to keep in mind what your employees require, what the community requires, what the customer requires, because they are also stakeholders. A good way of a metaphor for doing this was once shared by the then chairman of Starbucks, Howard Schultz. We have a joint venture with Starbucks in India in the Tata Group, and I've been privileged to be a director of the joint venture for several years now. So the chairman of Starbucks had come to India, Howard Schultz, and we were asking him, how do you achieve the stakeholder balance? How do you do only not what is right for your company, but also for customers and employees? And he shared an interesting story with us. He said whenever he conducts a meeting, he keeps 2 chairs empty in the room. He never fills them up. And he says, I imagine that the customer is sitting on one chair and I imagine that the employee is sitting on the other chair. And I look at both those chairs and say, the decision that I'm taking today, is it correct by both those people? Otherwise, you're only talking to directors, you're only talking to the leadership team. So that was a very powerful metaphor. So where are the empty chairs in your room? Who are the people sitting on that empty chairs? And are you imagining that you're doing the right thing by them or not? One thing is very clear to all of us. Sustainability and what we do for the community is very, very important for the future. Customers are expecting that. And customers will value corporates which do right by the community. Younger people particularly are even more careful about the environment. And they will reward brands which do right by the environment. So I don't think there's an option anymore. I think companies will go the route where they have to engage in sustainability behaviors. I've already seen that happen, not just in the Tata Group, across many, many other companies. Even companies like Unilever have done a fantastic job there. So I'm seeing that that will be the way forward.